Hi, everybody. Um, yeah, so this is pretty much just a big hi-ya to Facebook censorship since for some odd reason after our podcast today, they decided to disable my sharing feature to the Autism Parent Support Network page. So I found a loophole. Maybe if they take this video down, we'll find out. So I wanted to share with you guys. Sorry about the echo. I am currently in my bathroom because this is where I have to do a live feed without little people interrupting me at the moment. So please excuse me and the echo. So I wanted to share this autism clinical trial for teens, which is for a medication. Um, it says on the post autism clinical trial for teens 13 to 17 years old with autism experiencing symptoms like learning disabilities, rocks body and or flaps hands, trouble expressing feelings and emotions, and compensation is available. This is without actually clicking on it and going into any further details. I was slightly intrigued and decided to go to the comments because I saw that there was some conflict of interest, some mixed emotions with whether or not somebody liked it. There's an angry face, and then there's a few hearts. So I'm not gonna say anybody's name in regards to their comment, but I'm just gonna go through and read some of the comments and then point out particularly this one comment that stood out a lot to me that made me feel personally the need to share this information on our Autism Parent Support Network. So, let's see here. It is right here. The comment says, "You are incredibly ableist and insensitive. There's nothing wrong with being autistic. There's nothing wrong with having physical stims. And just because some autistic people express emotions differently than all the way she phrased this, I kind of liked it. Then all you autistic folks doesn't make it bad or wrong. The autistic community has had enough of this BS." With this comment, I'm under the assumption that this person that left the comment is autistic themselves. So I absolutely love that the people that do have autism, that do have a voice, are vocalizing for their community, especially for the ones that don't have those kind of means of communications and verbally being able to tell people how they feel about certain things or how their concept of life in general is just slightly different than that of a neurotypical being. Um, so sub comments from that original comment is, without clinical trials, we would never have the medication needed. All medicine that is prescribed has gone through clinical trials to determine safety and efficiency. It goes on from there as cool story, but trying to medicate away stims is like trying to medicate away a part of someone's identity. Cure depression? Sure. Remove the risk related to diabetes? Sure. Excellent. Create a pill to make a person fit into a social box? No. If someone suggested a magic pill to change a person's race or sexual orientation, people would flip. As well they should. This is the same. If you want to ease a person's anxiety, fine. If you want to help them read and write to the best of their ability, fine. But you don't rewrite an entire identity to make the people around the patient more comfortable. This is the comment that it literally gave me goosebumps as I read it. Like I said, this is something that is linked to that post that I'm currently unable to share. Um, but it just resonated with me that this is where there's a conflict of interest with ABA services and with medication that's available for the autism community. Because in some aspects, I do believe where the stereotype for ABA therapy is that we are trying to condition autistic people to be that of normalized standards. But honestly, in a way it is, but it shouldn't be. What ABA therapy should be about is helping those that helping them to create a sense of communication, to be able to help in their everyday lives. So, for example, using ABA therapy to communicate wants and needs, to be able to use a PEC system, to show them, okay, in order for you to communicate what you need, since we're unable to get it verbally from you, here are the steps to tell somebody what you need. I think that's what we need to focus on when it comes down to ABA therapy. Same thing with the routine of how to brush your teeth. It has to be broken down differently for those with autism, for them to comprehend. And this isn't for everybody on the spectrum of autism. This is just for certain people that may need this help that have autism. Some of them have difficulties with the bathroom routine, with showering routines, with bedtime routines. And that is what ABA therapy is supposed to be about. It's not necessarily to make them conform to society standards of social interaction. Because honestly, the social interaction portion of it is that a lot of people that are neurotypical and don't feel uncomfortable for some odd reason around children with special needs or with adults with special needs or anyone that isn't neurotypical. We need to take away that social standard and just everybody get along with each other. Everybody accept everybody else for who they are. Like, I know that sounds kind of cliche and it sounds so hippie, but it is what it is. But we need, I, when it comes down to classic conditioning, which is an ABA therapy term, I think we need to start conditioning the neurotypicals in this society and need to make them realize that this is today's world. More and more people are being diagnosed with autism. More and more people are being diagnosed with mental illnesses in general. And if they're uncomfortable with that, then obviously those that aren't neurotypical, that are neurodivergent, we can't change who we are. Autistic people can't change who they are. Anyone with a neurodivergency can't change who they are. But those of neurotypical beings have the ability to change how they see things. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in regards to this matter at this moment. It might be a later podcast. We'll see. But yeah, I think this is where there's a conflict of interest, that ABA therapy and medications are supposed to change somebody's identity of who they actually are. I wouldn't change my kid's stims for the world. I love hearing my youngest with his 21st Century Fox. Da, 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 da. Like, I'm surprised it's not being heard in the background right now. Or our oldest and his happy stems. He, when he communicates, it's not very often, but some of his happy stem phrases are quite intriguing. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love our boys the way they are. I wouldn't want to take away their stems and make them that of a neurotypical person. And they're great little individuals. And I don't want anybody to change who they are with the medication and stuff like that. It's just a matter of having society come to terms with it's a different day and age. And more people are more neurodivergent. So maybe the neurotypicals need to get on board with social standards and change them. So I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see if this video makes it or not, since apparently I'm being censored now. So everybody have a great Friday. Be safe. Have a good one.